back to another video. My name is Tusha Bomwe and this is Life with Tusha Bomwe. So in this video I'm going to be telling you all about why I had to let go of almost all my friends, cut the circle off, why I literally stepped away from people, from the scene, and simply stepped away, just walked away from everything, especially the people. So I'm going to be telling you why, what happened, and what is going on right now. So let's get into the video. Before we get into the video, kindly don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, so I had these friends. These are friends, these are people I had in my life for a long time. These are people I trusted. These are people I would actually go an extra mile to do things for them. But then, of course, the crazy part is usually when you're in a toxic friendship, it's like something is covering your eyes and you can't see what is going on. For example, there were simple things that people would say, like, oh, you know, let's say I remember there's this friend who would come to my store and simply come in with negativity, like, oh my god, this is the stock you brought, are you sure you're going to be able to sell it? Toxic, right? Red flag. But these are things I ignored. I'm like, you know, she's my friend, no. So I kept passing off a lot of things, ignoring a lot of red flags. For example, I would fly into the country and the first thing someone asks you, hey, did you come with champagne? I'm like, what? So my final straw is, of course, there was a lot of things happening, because let me tell you something, one thing, if you are around negative friends, if you are around the wrong friends, if you are around people who see the negativity of life, eventually it's going to seep into your life. These are people who had never celebrated anything I had done. But these are people I would loudly celebrate, I would loudly cheer on, comfortably, proudly, because these are my friends. I mean, these are people I knew to be family, close to family, because I don't have a family, okay? So my friends have always been my family. So it's crazy that you can have people like that around you, but the entire time they are finding the bad thing, the issues, where you're going wrong. They always see the bad side of everything, okay? Now, personally, I remember when I was in Dubai, I was in a beautiful situation, okay? So the crazy part is, every time, because when you're with your friends, you tell them you're happy, you're like, oh my god, there's this man, oh my god, you know, you're talking about it like those are your friends. Who else are you going to talk about it to? Okay, plus I'm private. I don't like putting my personal private life on the internet, okay? Especially if it's my relationship, the people that are closest to me. So anyway, at that time, the same friends, every time I would bring up the guy, they'll be like, really, are you sure? Okay, because I never saw anything wrong with the man, okay? And I'm not blaming them, I'm blaming myself, because it's crazy. The fact that we choose to be around certain people, it can affect your entire outlook towards life. Though it can change the way you look at life, it can change the way you appreciate life, okay? So here I am telling my friends about this good guy, I really like him, all this is happening, but the whole time they made it feel, every time it would come up, they would make it feel like, oh my god, shut the fuck up. You know, that energy of, bitch, shut up. We know he ain't shit, but they've never even met. the man. That was the crazy part. So the more I passed it off, the more we continued to hang around, the things they would say got into my head. I was stupid enough to let people who didn't have their situations better off than me, okay? Because I remember this man used to tell me, like, between your situation and theirs, whose is better? And I would be like, theirs. And he would look at me like, are you stupid? Are you crazy? Okay? Because now I see it. My life was way more in order than all these other girls who had to make me feel like, oh my God, you're doing nothing, you've done nothing. So when you make friends, as you make friends, careful the people you hang around with, careful with the people you call friends, because your friends can influence your entire priorities in life. It can change the way you look at life. It can change the way you appreciate the things. Basically, it makes you start to not appreciate what you have, to take things for granted. Because when I take a look back at that time, I do know they were deflecting their frustrations on me, okay? And these are friends. We would go to lunch. I'm the one paying the bills, but soon as you get up and excuse yourself to go to the bathroom, you are the topic, okay? Bakugambaho, everything, every fucking theory there is. Another crazy part, these are people who knew me, these are people who knew what I was all about, and then they start this crazy rumor that I was in Dubai selling meow meow, like I was in Dubai doing prostitution. That is how I was able to afford the store. That's how I was able to afford the business. That's how I was able to afford to keep the business running, okay? But these are people who knew, okay? So the fact that they never expected me to be something. They never expected me they never expected me to see they never expected to see me do certain things, okay? They always wanted to see me like, you're below us, you can never come from the gutter, beloved, okay? So that is why there was always that talk of, there is no way in hell she has a business. She must have to participate in prostitution to start a business. And that is something I've never thought about. That is something I've never seen as an option. Do people do it? Yes, well and good. But me personally, as Tushabomwe, it has never been an option. I would rather ask for help where it's relevant than actually, because that's just not me, okay? So the crazy part is, these were people that knew me and they were out there spinning a whole different story. It got so bad to the point that even the people in the building, okay, I would pass by, they didn't know me because I made it a point not to be in the streets of Kampala. I wouldn't party, okay? Everyone in the building at Krishnamurti started looking at me like I was a prostitute, and it was uncomfortable for one reason, because that's not me. But then, of course, the only thing that helped me is I'm that person of, I know who I am, I stand firm in who I am. No one else is going to tell me what I am or what I do, especially when I know exactly how I got the business, how I was able to be blessed enough to have the right person in my life to help me achieve something like that. And they downplayed it so much to a point it affected my situation, because I remember I play back things and I'm like, oh my God, that was not me. Because I remember they started to make me look at the situation. I'm like, oh my God, probably they're seeing something I don't see. Probably they're right. This man is, So it was all crazy. So at one point, I was like, I am done. I am over with it, okay? We go okay, the store aside, we go ahead, I launch the perfume, okay? The perfume launches and I'm excited. I'm like, oh my God, this is an achievement, because this is something I wanted and I still want, because the perfume thing, I know that now I know what I want to do with the perfume. I know I can go to Tanzania, because that is my dream, to go to Tanzania and do collabs with celebs on perfumes, because the market is there and they're celebrities, they're able to push products compared to the Ugandan ones. So anyway, the perfume comes out at the launch. I did a small launch, of course. It was in the store. It wasn't anything fancy, anything crazy, little bubbly, but trust me, these specific people were at the function. It's like someone had beat them up. Okay, I wish I could put the photos in for you, but I just don't want to get messy, because some of these people are actually public figures. Okay, so at the whole launch, they're not happy. You could tell, like, oh my god, it had rubbed their soul the wrong way. But I was like, oh my god, this is something I want to celebrate with my friends, because these are people who know, who I tell about, like, this is what I want, this is what I, oh damn fly, okay, it's raining, so excuse the fly. So these are people I expected to know and understand where I was coming from and why I wanted to go that direction, because I personally didn't see myself being into the retail clothing business for long. Of course, if I was going to stay in it, my vision was back then to make sure that everything in the store is owned by SNV, Sun and Vala. Okay, so the perfume comes out. These are people I would celebrate loudly. I'm not saying they owed me my flowers, they owed to celebrate me. I never got, not even a congratulations, not even anything of oh my god, nothing. Okay, the only thing I got from those girls, I remember, was one used me to send them Western Union, because she was to help me pay the social media influencers, only to find out, because I followed up, okay, the social media influencers she had mentioned, only to find out she had never paid the social media influencers for the perfume, and that was it. That was lost money. Okay, after the perfume launch, there's too much back talk. It is not her perfume, it's a stolen perfume. And I'm like, okay, I let it all fly, because it's expected. People talk. But then I start to hear, then you start to hear statements like, she's jealous of me, she's jealous of my sport. And I'm like, really? Okay? Like, I do get it, like, some people might feel insecure, but you can't feel so insecure about me when but at that point, I was barely in the country. Okay? So every time I think about that, I'm like, oh my god, sometimes men are not crazy to say there are certain friends I don't want around you. Because I remember there was that specific friend who was like, from the what get go, he's like, no. Okay, and it happened. Okay, but this is a friend, these are people I supported with my all, gave it my 100. I was genuine from the get go. Okay, so now anyway, all that happens, my breaking point, I'm back in Kampala 2019. I was back for Christmas, right? So when I'm back, I start getting crazy voice notes. Okay, voice notes of conversations being had about me, theories, crazy things I would never even do. Okay, but then it makes sense, because if someone, okay, can suck dick for an iPhone, automatically they are going to think you're also going to stoop that low. Okay, so that is why at first I was never mad. Okay, so fast forward to 2019. I leave Dubai with the thought of I'm going home. For this time I'm going to be home. I want to work on myself, I want to lose the weight, and I want to make sure I'm a better partner for the situation I'm in, because I knew that was not me, the person I had become around those people. Okay, so I come to Kampala. I actually get into therapy because I was sick and tired of how I felt on the inside. I was sick and tired of having to entertain people because I'm scared, I'm low on friends, and I have to keep these few friends. So I check myself in, I get a very good therapist. I start attending, keep going in. Of course, the therapy happens. So eventually, I remember it was 31st. Yes, my birthday is on 1st January. So on New Year's Eve, I block everyone with no explanation, nothing. Okay, and a lot of people have told me, oh, what you did was wrong, you can't just, but what else was there to say? Okay, what more can I say? Okay, when someone, when people have gone ahead to show you exactly what they think of you, okay, when people have gone to show you that you don't deserve anything nice, when people have shown you and told you that you're close to a dog, you don't deserve nice things, what more is there to say? You simply step back. Okay, and I chose a hustle. Okay, I was not going to continue to be around people who are antagonizing me, antagonizing my spirit to a point it is affecting those that are around me. Because let me tell you something, once you feel rotten on the inside, okay, you start to act rotten. You start to be rotten to the people around you. And that's what was going on with me. That is why I got to Kampala and I'm like, I'm getting myself into therapy because this is not me. I was not loving what I was becoming, okay? Because I had the wrong crowd around me, okay? I should have known better, of course, but if you're watching this, understand that your friends, the people around you, they matter. They can cost you everything, okay? So first 2019, I cut them off. Zero explanation, nothing, okay? So after cutting the girls off, of course, automatically I focus on myself. For some reason, the year 2019 ended with my life literally falling apart, okay? Like shit went dark, okay? Things took a very weird turn, okay? Things happened that I wouldn't have expected to happen, especially for certain situations and with certain people, okay? Like there was so much. Luckily, I had paid for my therapy. That's why I stayed sane. I was able to not be dramatic or anything, because trust me, a lot was happening at the time. Behind the scenes, a lot was happening, a lot was going on. Then we go ahead, we get in lockdown. I'm in the country, of course. I end up staying, lockdown ends, open the store, blah 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 blah. Then after opening the store, after lockdown, I shut down the store. I was like, I'm done. We gave it a try, I'm done. So the store closes, okay? But I do remember for a fact that right before the store closed, I still had some weird ass friends I still had around me. Soon as the store closed, oh my god, everyone laughed. Like, yes, we have been waiting for this, it was going to happen. Everyone had a theory. Like, it was crazy. Like, the people I had sat down with, the people I had eaten with, the people I had laughed with, the people I had, it was crazy. They were saying the craziest, the wildest, and the most insane things, okay? So I close the store, everyone is like, haha, we saw it happening, okay? Of course, she was destined to fail. Mind you, this is a store I had for 5, I was in my 6th year, okay? So everyone is laughing like, oh my god, finally it happened. Oh, we've been waiting throughout this time, like as I said, from 2019, 2020, 2021, even up to now. I'm still trying to recover from 2019, 2020, okay? Because a lot was going on, okay? I had nowhere to turn, no one to turn to. Of course, I did have friends that have stood by me, okay? And unfortunately, I had to go ahead and cut off some of those friends who are with me through the difficult times, because I got to learn that there are boundaries. I got to learn that I refuse to be talked to a certain way, okay? The same way I have expectations in a relationship is the same way I have expectations in our friendship. So I had to learn that the hard way. You can't keep excusing your friends bullying you. And I can't believe I'm even calling them friends. They were never friends, because those were literally my bullies that I used to hang out, and they used to pretend they would like me. Period. That was it. Because you can't say you're someone's friend when all you do is bully them, is downplay their accomplishments, is gossip, spread lies about them, when the whole time I was nothing but a supportive friend. Because I'm the type of friend that I hear you disrespect my friend when she's not there, and it's in my presence, I'm going to react, because I know my friend. Who the fuck I need to talk about them? So I'm the type of friend. So I never understood why I got that treatment. Why it was always made it seem like, oh, you have to be below me, you cannot do better than me, okay? So that is not a friendship. That's not, because I do have friends right now, the 3 friends I have, okay? Supportive, and they never changed. Very supportive, very encouraging. They would never say anything, okay, to kick me when I'm down. But I have had friends who have comfortably kicked me down, okay? Kicked me even when there was no point, there was no reason in kicking me, okay? Just so that they could feel better about themselves. And that is not a friendship, okay? So I had to learn the hard way that it is okay to be alone. It is okay to spend time by yourself. Because my neighbor, there are 2 girls. One of them recently asked me, actually she asked me a lot. She's like, do you have friends? I never see people in your house, okay? And my answer was simple: it is my house. And I'm like, my friends who visit me are 3 people, okay? The 3 girls. Because she was concerned. She's like, you don't even have friends who are boys who visit you? And I'm like, visit me for what? I've had it with friends, okay? And for the male friends, they are the most trash. Because for the longest time, I thought male friends are cool because there is no drama. Oh my god, they are the most toxic living thing out there, okay? They'll come and tell you the weirdest things. Whole time you're thinking this guy is just my friend, you're looking at him actually like a brother. Whole time this boy, this fucker, this useless waste of space is thinking probably there is a chance he can get with you, but there is not. Because if there was a chance, okay, you wouldn't be a friend. That's what trips me the fuck out, okay? And then you want to come and act weird with me. Like, fuck you. Especially if you know I'm in a situation, you're disrespecting me. Alright, so if you're out there and you find yourself with friends who are always throwing subliminal disses at you, you know, that bullying, I call it bullying because that is what it was, okay? Because I remember 2020, after 2020 happened, I started to get the saddest messages, like people telling me you should kill yourself, you are not worth it. Soon as I cut people off, okay? Because I don't know, why would Why would people expect me to do a confrontation? Okay, there is no point in a confrontation, because regardless if there was ever to be a confrontation, okay, it is what it is. They feel how they feel, they've said what they've said, okay. It can't be taken back, okay. The people my name has been tarnished to, it can't be changed, because that's the image they have and believe is who I am. And personally, I'm comfortable. I'm not going to clear that, not anytime soon, and I never will, because I know who I am, okay. So please choose your friends carefully, because if you have toxic friends, bitter friends, friends who are actually not that happy with their lives, they're going to come and put their misery into your life, okay. So don't be out here thinking just because you smile with someone, you occasionally get together, you fly in the country and are kiki, okay. It's not, it is not. Because after that, I received a huge amount of crazy messages. My Instagram, I was receiving messages of, I encourage you to die. Not, there's no man that is even going to look at you. You're too fat. You should worry about that. But these are people I used to call my friends, okay? These are people I would take money out of my savings to get out of trouble, okay? And they are speaking. Do you know what it means? Because for someone to go ahead and encourage you to kill yourself, to take your own life, how evil and heartless can you be? When all I ever did was a friend. So can you imagine sitting with such a person and trying to show them what their wrong is? They wouldn't get it. They would not. So that is why I chose to decide of, I'm stepping away. I don't need to explain myself as to why I'm stepping away, because I am the one who was stupid enough to think and blind enough to believe that you guys were genuinely my friend, and it has actually cost me, because that shit actually cost me people who are actual friends, people who would have done business with me, because I'm that type of person. If my friend, if you move funny around the people that are closest to me, automatically we have a problem, okay. So choose your friends wisely, period, okay. Stop making excuses for your friends. If it is toxic, if someone is toxic, they're toxic. And there's one thing my father always used to say, stop mixing backgrounds, because you never know what someone's background is, what their values are, what they see in people, okay. Because me, I was raised to see people in a different way, only to meet girls, to meet people out here who look at people as stepping stones, who look at people like a way to, a place to deflect all their insecurities onto, okay. So be safe out there, pick the right friends, because the right friends, you'll be surprised, because I see a lot of people throw big birthday parties, okay, and they have over 50 friends. Darling, let me tell you something. Now, personally, when I hit rock bottom, okay, 2019, 2020, let me tell you, that day you hit rock bottom is the day you're going to see your friends. I've hit rock bottom. There's nothing bad about it. It was actually a learning experience for me. I've learned a lot about myself. I got to realize that I had to work on myself as a person, and I'm continuing to work on myself as who I am as a person, okay. So this has been it from me. Has it really been it? Yeah, I think that's been it. The fact that I am making a video about it is me finally closing a chapter to those heifers, okay? And just putting it out there that you need to understand, not everyone, okay, is going to go with you where you're going. Not everyone has to come with you. It is okay for people to walk out of your life. It's okay to leave people. It is okay to choose yourself over people, connections, and everything, okay? Because sometimes you have to understand that you're doing things for you. You're doing things for you and no one else. So what makes you happy? If you're uncomfortable, bounce, okay? It's not by force. So thank you for watching. Thank you for taking time. I think this is my longest video so far in the videos I've posted. We'll see about that. So kindly don't forget to subscribe. Oh god, kindly don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share. This has been it from me. Thank you for watching Life with Tushabomwe. See you in another video.